So, 727, how about this as a kind of a dream come true? After winning a competition to suggest ways satellites can improve life on Earth, 2 scouts have had behind-the-scenes access to the SpaceX Control Center in America. So they went there and got to witness a rocket launch.
Dream come true moment, for sure. This is that moment, a commercial communication satellite taking off from the Kennedy Space Center in Florida, no less. Scouts ambassador and astronaut Tim Peake judged hundreds of entries and chose Scouts Simon and Craig as the winners, and they join us now from Florida. There they are. Morning, fellas. How are you doing? How was it?
It was great, yeah.
It's incredible.
Have you come down yet from the adrenaline, from the excitement?
Not yet. It's 2:30 in the morning here, and yeah, we're all still excited.
Yeah. Yeah.
Craig, now I think what we can do here is we'll show the pictures. It was 4 a.m. UK time, the pictures of the launch itself. Describe to me, well, we can see the two of you there. I mean, what's the difference in seeing it live, being there, hearing the noises? Describe it for me.
Well, the noise was incredible. It was just everywhere. And the light, it lit up the whole sky. It was incredible, and everything was just there.
How about for you, Simon?
Yeah, I mean, seeing the launch in real life, it's at the beginning, it's just fully dark, pitch black, and then suddenly there's light, and it looks like it's dawn once again. And yeah, you see it lift off, but then it takes a few seconds before the sound actually reaches you, and the whole building tremors from the just magnitude of it.
And Simon, for those people, because you now have a unique experience that most of us have not had, do you feel, you mentioned the kind of physical tremors and whatever, do you feel heat? What else is the sensation? And how long before it disappears from sort of normal eyesight view?
So it takes about, I would say about 30 seconds, maybe less, for it to go into the clouds and disappear from sight. But you can feel the tremors for about 2-3 seconds after that.
That is mind-blowing, isn't it? We just want to explain a little bit more about how you secured the place there in Florida. You entered a competition. The competition asked for ideas on how satellites can help improve life in the future. Just talk us through your ideas.
Well, my idea was to collect solar energy from the sun using solar panels on satellite, and then you beam that down to Earth using a satellite, and that can be a cheap and eco-friendly source of energy. Those are the current eco problems, and yeah.
So your solar panels will be suspended in space somehow?
On the satellite, yeah.
Oh, fantastic. And what about you, Simon?
So my idea was to combat the effects that data centers have on the environment. So at the moment, they produce a lot of heat, and my idea was to take those data centers and put them into orbit by using a range of different satellites, working together to quickly store and process data from around the world.
Simon, can I ask you, now I don't know, I know you got to see the rockets take off, and I'm not sure what access you had behind the scenes. Did you get to the kind of control center and get to chat to people, see the sort of instrumentation and stuff?
So we got to speak to a person that was at the control center, but not exactly go to the control center itself.
We did manage to go to the launch pad, though, which was really cool.
So you had a walk around the actual launch pad itself?
Yes.
And what was that like?
It was incredible. I mean, to see the rocket itself standing up and the size of it, I mean, it's incredible.
And to think that we saw that then, and now it's in space, is just really cool.
I cannot get my head around it. I'm sure it was completely awesome. Tim Peake was so impressed by your competition entries. He worked as a judge, and we're just going to hear the message of congratulations that he recorded for you guys.
Hello, this is Tim Peake, Scouts Ambassador, and I just want to wish Craig and Simon, our 2 competition winners, best of luck and have a great trip to Florida. Craig and Simon, your competition entries for the Inmarsat competition were wonderful, helping to combat climate change. I was so impressed with the entries. So you get to go and watch the Inmarsat I-6 F2 satellite launch from Kennedy Space Center, which is going to be awesome. Have a great time. And Inmarsat, thank you for making this competition possible. It's all down to skills that you've learned from the Scouts, so well done.
Well, Simon, it must be great hearing that from the man who's actually been to space. Can I just ask you one thing? Were you worried at all about something going wrong? Because we've seen space launches before where, for a technical reason or something's not happened right. Is that, when you're looking at it and you're actually there, are you kind of mindful of all of that?
I think your mind actually focuses on more about the magnitude of like the power and just of the rocket itself. You're not really focusing on what could happen, you're focusing on what is happening.
That's the way to live, Charlie.
Well, no, it's a good, yeah, well done. You put me in my place there, really,
Quite
Simon.
right.
Think about the positive rather than the potential for something that might go wrong. So really good, lovely to see you there. I hope you've got some, do you come away with something? Do you get a badge of some kind? Do you get some marker to show you've been there and done that?
Yeah, we got a lot of clothes and everything, which is really cool.
That's
And
better than a scout badge, isn't it? Congratulations, fellas. Make sure you patent those ideas before somebody nicks them, because they're very good. Thank you very much for your time, and get some sleep.
We will, thank you.
They've got a tale to tell, haven't they? They've got a
Brilliant,
tale
they'll
to
remember that
tell.
forever.
Chet, you've got a tale.